Genghis Khan used his reorganised horde to conquer the Shia, or Tanguts, in 1209 CE. The Tanguts had long faced raids from the steppe nomads and had built considerable defences on the border facing the steppe. Genghis, rather than directly assault strong defences, used camels to lead his army through the Gobi Desert and attack the Tanguts from the rear. They simply ignored strong positions and laid waste to the land. This was something new for the Tanguts, and soon they were faced with no choice but to surrender. The Jurchen, or Jin dynasty from northern China, were more difficult. They couldn't be flanked, so the Mongols had to deal with walled cities and strong fortifications. Steppe nomads had never really attacked fortified cities before, so they had to learn siege warfare. They did this through interrogating prisoners, but more importantly, Genghis absorbed people with experience and new skills into his army. He captured Tangut engineers and siege experts, and used them to teach his horde how to use siege weapons like trebuchets, gunpowder weapons like rudimentary cannons and grenades, and redirect rivers to flood defences. Despite being illiterate, Genghis Khan valued knowledge and expertise, so he didn't just kill his enemies indiscriminately. For every kingdom he conquered, he would order a census. He found out how many people there were and what they were good at. If he could use them, he absorbed them into the Mongol world. When he captured a city, he would send craftsmen and artisans back to Mongol territory to become part of the Mongol economic sphere. Most importantly, they would find literate and numerate members of the conquered societies, who were rare, and use them as teachers, advisors, and educated administrators. These administrators would oversee collection of taxes and the communication system called Yam. Like in the Horde, administration was run along meritocratic lines. It didn't matter if you were from the right family, or if you were even a Mongol. If you were good, you could advance. All of this led to a more capable army, a more productive economy, more efficient taxation, faster communication, high levels of intelligence, and an overall efficient empire. There were many positive aspects to life under Mongol rule, or Pax Mongolica. Using the advice of smart, capable administrators, Genghis Khan created a legal code called the Yasa. Penalties were harsh, but seen as fair. It was illegal to buy or sell women, or kidnap them. Stealing livestock was illegal, and could be punished by death. Administrators were to obey a summons from the Khan, or else they were to be killed. Children shorter than a cart axle could not be killed in war. Clothing could not be washed during thunderstorms. No Mongol could be made a slave. Urination into water or ashes was to be punished by death. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, and undertakers were all exempted from tax, as they were seen as essential to the empire. The Mongols practiced religious tolerance. Their religion was shamanistic and tied to Mongol land, so foreigners couldn't convert even if they wanted to. Genghis Khan made sure that so long as people submitted to his rule, they were allowed to practice whatever religion they chose. He thought it led to happier subjects, but more than that, he also thought there was much to learn from other religions. Mongol armies moved fast, and their commanders relied on consistent information and coordination. This meant that messengers had to move even faster. Genghis Khan set up a communication system called Yam. Like modern postal systems, a network of stations was set up all across the empire. Messengers would wear bells so that the station could have a fresh horse ready to go by the time they arrived. The message was passed on, and a well-rested new rider and horse would relay the message to its destination. Messengers were given tokens that guaranteed safe and speedy passage. Genghis Khan recognised the value of trade. Bandits and warlords had made trade difficult in the past, so one of the things he offered to people under his rule was a safe environment for trading. He set up garrisons along trade routes, planted trees for shade, and put markers along key routes. Trade grew in this environment and allowed the Mongols to collect more taxes and harvest more good ideas, which in turn made them a stronger empire. Which desert did the Mongols go through to attack the Tanguts? How did the Mongols learn siege warfare? What sorts of people did Genghis Khan value and absorb into his empire? What was the name of the Mongol legal code? What was the yam? What effect did the Mongols have on trade? Why?